Hey everybody, I just wanted to pop in and have a little video about mold. Now I'm getting a lot of comments and emails about mold. Now mold is going to happen on your soil when it's too wet, there's not enough air circulation, and maybe not enough light. So the light is going to come down and help dry the soil and prevent it from being too soaking wet. So the best way that you can test your soil before watering is to use my little toothpick technique. All you'll need is a bamboo skewer or a toothpick and follow my tips. Super easy, anyone could do it, and it's the best way to avoid So the best way to avoid ever getting mold in your soil or getting that really gross kind of fuzzy stuff on top of your soil is to make sure that the soil itself is not craving hydration. Now, if it's already to a saturated extent, you definitely don't want to add any more water to it. That will create an overly damp atmosphere and be a breeding ground for mold. Kind of like the inside of your shoe. If it's not nicely aired out and it stays too warm and hot, it gets pretty funky in there. So, as we see here, it looks like it's pretty moist on top. But you pierce it in, look at that. It's not very damp in there at all. Now this one, my little flame tree there, it was pretty damp. Pierce that, pull it out. You see, there's a little bit of soil stuck to it. So that means there's a little bit of hydration in that soil. Now some plants like that guy, he just doesn't care one way or another if he's wet or dry. So I can't even get my bamboo skewer in there. So the likelihood of this one developing mold is very low because it's the adequate hydration all the way through. Now this one, if it stays just soaking wet on the top, that's where the mold is going to be. You want to make sure that the water permeates all the way down and not just on top. And there you have it. A simple soil test, and you could avoid having mold. Now if you do already have the mold, it's okay. The best way to take care of it is to see the soil on top, scratch it very slightly. Just agitate the mold a little bit. That way you're going to expose more of the surface area of the mold. Then just take a little bit of cinnamon, pretend like this is cinnamon. Sprinkle it on top very gently, not too much. We're not making a cake. We're just barely sprinkling on top, kind of like you would put salt on french fries or something, and then scratch it in a little bit more. Now, avoid watering for a couple of days, and if you have a small fan, put that on there so that it can keep air circulation. It helps a lot. So, if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to send us an email to wecare@shopgardenrepublic.com. Get in touch with us via our instant messenger, or just find us on Facebook. We got a great growing community. You could type it into the search bar at top, the Garden Republic Growing Community. You'll find us there to answer your questions.